Thetford fridge nightmare. So we've got the 3000 and 4000 series, and basically what is happening is when we go and we try and put the fridge onto gas, it will actually go through all of the lighting up, so it's doing exactly what it is, but we keep getting different error codes. This time we've got 11. So on the outside, let me show you what that looks like.
So it's always a different number?
So yeah, it swaps over from 3, 9, 11. We keep getting different error codes. But basically what's happening is, if you have a look outside, and I've got this fridge in bits, so you'll see here, and now sometimes, we did a video on these Thetford fridges a while ago, what will sometimes happen is if your gap here is incorrect, it will have the same issue. But this one, as I hit the gas, it lights up, and after about 4 seconds it actually cuts out. So if your fridge isn't lighting up at all, so let me just show you what this one does. So this actually lights up, you can hear it flame up and light, and then after about 4 seconds it goes into shutdown mode.
And what do you mean by the gap? The gap between where?
So the gap in between, I won't touch that because it's going to be hot. So our gap between the burner and the igniter needs to be, some models it's about 4mm, some models it's about 10mm, and this can very often be the issue. If it's not actually lighting up, so if we just hear a click, 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 and it's not actually lighting up, sometimes it can just be that error there, or that gap there, or if it's burning for a longer time. Now because this one is only literally burning for about 4 seconds and then it's just going straight out, it is actually our PCB board, and you can see I've already got it half stripped out ready, and it's actually this that is our issue. So what I'm going to do is isolate all of the power, so make sure we've got no 230 mains electric power in. We're going to turn off all of the 12 volt power, so we've isolated our 12 volt power, and then we're going to swap this board over. But it doesn't just stop there, and I'll show you why on this particular fridge, and a lot of the fridges out there, why just swapping this isn't going to actually fix the problem. So we've swapped over the electronics now, so the new PCB is fitted. Now I've got a few covers on here and the main cover, and then we've got to fix this back into place. But before we do that, we're just going to see what is actually happening now inside the Caravan or motorhome. Now you'd think we've swapped the PCB board, so happy days, everything is going to be good. Now what we'll tend to get is, as soon as we put it on, code 12, and that's saying that basically we've got a power issue. Now if your fridge was produced before 2015, what you're going to find is the new PCB boards aren't compatible with the old sort of display screen, so you have to buy a Thetford 69139. Now that will then come with a new display panel, and the new PCB board at the back.
So you get the panel and the board? So
yeah, that will come with...
So it's not more expensive, both. It already comes with the panel?
It is more expensive, yes. Yeah. So the newer ones, but if obviously that you buy just the PCB board kit, because you can buy just the PCB board kit at the back, fit that, it's then going to give you this error code there, so both have to be fitted. The other issue is on the older PCB boards, you'll have a little connection like this. You might have seen there in the video on the time lapse that I was actually fitting the little retrofit connection here, so that then converts from a little push on for the 230 volt like this. So the little push on like this for the 230, and it converts the cable to the new connection style, and that will then connect onto the new PCB board. So what we now need to do is swap this front panel here. So we're going to disconnect everything again, turn all of our power back off. We'll swap this over, and hopefully that is now going to fix our issue and fix the issue of the gas not lighting up and staying lit.
So if it was a newer fridge, though, it would literally be a plug and play PCB board.
Yes. So if your fridge was from 2015 and newer, you can get away with just the new fit PCB board, and that's on the N3000 and N4000. And to find out which fridge it is that you've got, if you open your door at the back, you've got a little plate here that says model number. And the top part there, N3150, is the actual model number. Obviously, to find out what year it is, you're probably going to need to ring Thetford with your serial number, and they'll be able to tell you what year your fridge actually is from your serial number. If it's sort of on that 2015, 2016, because again the Caravans and motorhomes were produced 12 months before, so it might actually be that you've got a 2016 Caravan or motorhome, but the fridge is actually a 2014 or 15, so it might need the upgraded parts. So our front panel is going to come off like so.
Is that just stuck on?
Yep, so double-sided tape. That is then going to reveal two star-headed fittings in the back of there, so they're little star heads. There it is. So in here then we've got our star heads. As you can see, I should. Release this whole panel and allow us then to change
Is it much more expensive to buy it with this screen other than it on its own?
I think it's about £100 more.
Gosh, really?
Something like that.
Crikey. That seems a bit unfair, doesn't it?
So I've got two little clicky inny bits there. And then hopefully...
Is it definitely the new one?
I think so.
Just have a look. Oh yeah, so they go through the little hole there.
Yeah. That clicks in. Okay. Connections are hopefully
the same.
The same.
Burning.
It's fixed.
Staying lit.
So if we look outside now, we're on, we're running and we're working. It's not clicking anymore, it's not carrying on, it's just literally doing what it should be doing. So if you've got an issue with an N3000, an N4000, even some of the other models, a lot of the PCBs, they've changed now to a new type of PCB, so you can't get the older ones. So just double check. I know that on the N3000 and 4000, it's definitely, if your fridge is before 2015, it's going to need PCB and a control board. So again, just double check if that's going to be the case on yours. All working, doing what it is. We'll test everything else now on this, make sure everything else is working and doing what it should be doing. Make sure the 230 volt and the 12 volt is all operating correctly as well. And hopefully if you've got a problem with any of your Thetford fridges on that N3000 or 4000 series, similar issue to what we've got, that is going to get you by. And if you've got that low voltage coming up, that's going to be what the issue is, the signal between PCB and the little display in there. Put it back together, obviously just the two screws back in, put the cover plate on, so nice and easy and straightforward.
And then make sure you turn the gas back on when you test it again.
Yeah, make sure obviously you've put the gas back on then to test it all back together then. Our front cover slots in.
Is the red thing a cover on that screen or not? Do you need to pull that off?
I don't like taking covers off.
Yeah, but you've got to. That's it.
So, take our little cover.
That was close.
Off.
You nearly had to undo all that again.
I like to leave that sort of thing on.
Not when there's a big red thing sticking out.
It does come with new cover plates, so if you do damage the original ones when you've took this front cover off here, it does come with new ones. Hopefully I've not damaged it, to be fair, so we could reuse that if needs be, but we will put a new one on because we've got it there, so it's silly not to.
I was going to say, you may as well put the new one on if you've got one, because if you have to order another one, you'll just get the new one again, won't you?
Yep. There we go, on nice and straight, and then our second layer again, if we feed that over the button first, again, make sure that the actual button goes through. Doesn't want to at the minute. And again, that should then fix your issue. Done, dusted. A couple of cover plates on the outside now, make sure all that's fixed back into place. We'll leave that now, as I say, for a while, but just make sure it's all working correctly. And that should be our fridge working again nicely on the gas system. Hopefully you've found that video helpful, and if you've got a similar issue, it's helped you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.